We are getting a closer look at a daring rescue of a person trapped inside his burning van.
KPIX5's Kiet Do with the story of two San Jose officers who are now being called heroes.
The man was big, strong, and apparently suicidal. And the officers who were here say this was not about bravery and heroics, it's about mental health. Officer Tim Wright had been on a leave of absence for a year, and his first call on his first day back was a doozy. A 56-year-old man was near this van in the parking lot of a private school, yelling to himself and throwing bottles. When Officer Wright got there, he ordered the man to get out of the van, which was smoking.
And he heard us because why do you need me? So we knew he heard us, but he would not take his hands out of the van. As I looked in retrospect, I think he was starting a fire.
Officer Chris Pirelli says flames engulfed the van, and there was only one option.
And at that point, we made the decision that we had to go grab him, or he was going to die in the fire.
But as these stills from their body cams show, it was not easy. Look closely, and you can see the man lunging back into the van.
He dove and he stuck his head onto the front seat. So he was on his knees with his head in here.
With small explosions going off and the heat intensifying, there are now 3 officers trying to pull him out.
His arm hooked around this tire. He's on his back, and we're pulling. I think I had him by the shoulder. I think Chris had him by a leg, and Greg Wharton had him by the other leg. It was Officer Wharton who made the decision, I think correctly, to use the taser to stun Mr. Huff, and then he let go.
They dragged the man, who is 6'2", 230 pounds, to safety with seconds to spare.
After we got him a little ways back from the van actually exploded, blew the roof back, it blew all the windows out.
It turns out the van was filled with propane and other combustibles. The man suffered burns to his arm and smoke inhalation and was taken to the hospital for psychiatric evaluation. This man wanted to stay in that van. Why not just leave him in there?
He didn't want to stay in that van, okay? It was his mental health condition that made him want to stay in that van. I don't believe he wanted to die. We got to get him out of there and get him the help that he deserves.
Are you a hero?
No.
Why not?
I was just doing what I had to do at the time. I think any officer on the police department would have done the same thing.
In San Jose, Kiet Do, KPIX5.